Now, today is all about big news, and to me, there's no better way to deliver big news than while drinking from a big cup. And who knows big cups better than 7-Eleven? This cup isn't just big, it also has the God of Thunder on it. Plus, it's filled with the delicious special edition Blue Lightning Blast Slurpee inspired by Thor in theaters May 6th. This must be what vanquished frost giants taste like. Stay tuned for big news about cartoons, video games, comics, and movies. Marvel is home to some of the best team-ups in comics, and now we're teaming up with Netflix. That's right, Red Logos Unite. Starting April 29th, subscribers in the US will be able to instantly stream some of your favorite Marvel movies and TV shows, with new ones being added all the time. Check the news story on Marvel.com for details. Our next news story is so big, it's massive. That's right, yesterday Marvel announced that we're finally moving forward with our own massive multiplayer online game. And it's going to be written by none other than Mr. Brian Michael Bendis, a talent so enormous he needs 3 names. It's happening, wrap your head around it. If you don't believe me, rewatch yesterday's live coverage of the announcement on Marvel.com. You know what else just happened? We threw up an exclusive first look at art for Captain America #1 on Marvel.com. And we're talking so new, we ripped it right out from underneath Steve McNiven's pencil for you. Ed Brubaker's writing, Steve Rogers is back as Cap, and the book drops in July around the same time as this little movie we like to call Captain America: The First Avenger. And by little, I mean big. Speaking of movies, the Avengers went into production this week, as evidenced by this cool photo from the set. Where's Nick Fury's chair? Trick question. He can sit in any damn chair he wants. But before the Avengers hits theaters, this big guy marches into them here in the US a year early on May 6th. But before that, this Monday, May 2nd, we're going to cover the Thor red carpet live. Watch big movie stars like Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Hopkins, Jamie Alexander, and Kenneth Branagh as they attend the Hollywood premiere, hosted by perhaps the biggest tall drink of water there is, Isaiah Mustafa. Now it's time for Tricerastack, my top 3 picks of the comics hitting stands this Wednesday, May 4th. And get excited because Marvel's big crossover event, Fear Itself, is heating up. First up is Fear Itself #2, written by Matt Fraction with art by Stuart Immonen. The serpent's hammers fall to Earth and into the hands of the worthy. Next, there's Fear Itself Spider-Man #1, written by Christopher Yost with art by Mike McCone. Spidey recently took a vow that no one else will die on his watch. But can he keep his word as the people of Manhattan fall into a violent panic? Finally, be sure to pick up Fear Itself, The Homefront #2, a collection of ongoing stories told by many of Marvel's best and brightest. Last but not least, it's time for Graphic Debate. What piece of today's big news are you the most excited about? Netflix and Marvel team up? Marvel's massive multiplayer online game written by Brian Michael Bendis? The sneak peek at artwork from Captain America #1? Production starting on the Avengers movie, the coverage of the Thor premiere live, or Fear Itself kicking into high gear. Cast your vote via the link in the YouTube video description or the Marvel.com news story for this episode. As for me, I'm having trouble deciding, just like I'm having trouble choosing between these Thor Big Gulp cups. But then again, I don't have to choose, as we can collect all the cups seen on the show today from your local 7-Eleven. Although I'd say the Destroyer is my favorite because he's destroying my thirst. And that's this week's The Watcher. I'm Grace Randolph for Marvel, your universe.
Marvel, your universe.